because I'm blind, I was always scared of doing striking anyway because I can't see my opponent's hands, how they're moving. I'm like, how am I ever going to go toe to toe with a competent striker, right? But when I started grappling, it's like, although it takes a long while to actually get good and comprehend the subtleties, it's like the things you learn, you start to apply them straight away. You're like, rah, this is, I can see myself getting good at this real quick. And it's really effective. I like it.
Yeah, I hear that. And with grappling as well, when we're talking about the striking side of things, it's much more of a learning environment and a welcome environment from my experience, in terms of like you turn up and people want to teach you grappling. Whereas boxing's a little bit like, let's punch you about for a little while.
Way more welcome.
And we'll see if you're still here, you know? But, you know, I'm not shitting on boxing, obviously, I love it. But if we go forward, sort of like, fast forward for me sort of a couple of years, say, or a year, whenever you started sort of getting a handle on the grab, because we know what it's like, right? We go in the first day and like you said, you're getting triangled by the little skinny bloke and all sorts. But if you go forward a little bit, was you good fairly early on?
I wouldn't say I was good. No one can be good. But I know what you mean. I had good intuition.
Right.
Put it that way.
Yeah.
So in that regard, I can work with it. But I became one of those dudes that was really top heavy. I didn't want to play guard. I was a bit retarded with my coordination, top and bottom coordination. It got to a point where I was like, you know what? I had a bad ego, innit? I didn't like getting subbed out by any. I don't care what belt you were. I don't care if you're a black belt. You shouldn't be subbing me. Yeah. So I went for a phase as a white belt as just not being tapped.
Right.
I wasn't even trying to attack you. I was just like,
oh, you was that guy, the shutdown guy.
Yeah, shutdown.
I got you.
Until I felt comfortable that higher belts couldn't get me easily or get me at all. Once I felt comfortable with that, it made me really, want to pop up my little turtle show, like, come on then. Try something, flops, go back in my show. It gives you confidence. You know what? I heard John Danaher talk about this recently, a couple of years back. He's like, you know what? Work on your defense first. It will give you the confidence to go and try new things. And if it goes wrong, go back into your shell again.
Yeah, it makes sense in some ways, doesn't it? Because he spoke well about positions, didn't he? And someone might be able to help me out in the comments. But he said, I think one of them was like top mount, one of them was someone on your back, might have been side control, something like that. But he's got like 4 fundamental positions that he puts people in to work from, things like that. And I think there's such a power to being really good at something, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? If you're okay at everything versus a guy who's not very good at most things, but then he's got one like fucking super sharp submission or something. 100%. It's fucking hard to deal with, isn't it?